Okay, so I'm very, very late. And with that being said, welcome back to my little corner of the internet. I hope you enjoy your stay. If you don't, well, I don't know. Anyways, side note, it is also like 3 a.m. in the morning, so I kind of have to be quiet once again. Anyways, back on topic. I am way late. I think this trend kind of started in like 2021, 2022. I'm not really sure when this trend started, but when I first seen it, I knew that I was going to enjoy this trend. I don't like hopping on trends that often, or honestly at all, because I feel like I don't know. I don't like hopping on trends, which is possibly also why my channel struggles to really get discovered. But anyways, back on topic. When I saw this trend pop off, I was actually really intrigued, and I kind of like the idea of, you know, making art based off of the color of the card. And I could not afford to buy these back when it was really popular. So if you stuck around for a while, you would see that I used to do it was a pointillism series that I did on my channel in the short section, in the shorts feed. So if you go back, you can probably see them there. If I remember correctly, I put them all in a playlist. I don't know if you could actually watch the shorts in the playlist, but I think I did put them in a playlist. You could probably find them there too if you want to watch or look through to see what all I made. But as an alternative, in that pointillism series that I did, I used index cards. And while working with these, I could easily tell that the index cards were so flimsy to work with. But it was all that I had until recently for this past Christmas. I was actually able to order Pantone cards, so now we have them. And this is basically me low-key kind of doing like an unboxing and showing off like all the colors that are within. Now, a few of the colors in this, like in the packaging, I did not show because I ended up painting on them already. And I will show the ones that I painted on already towards the end. But yeah, that's also another thing that I want to talk about. Since the last time I did a sketchbook tour, I did not start a new sketchbook just yet, kind of because I was kind of wanting to do some like actual like paintings and stuff. I didn't want to just sketch for the time being right now. So during all of this time, I've been basically painting on these Pantone cards, and honestly, it's been really cool working with these Pantone cards because they honestly, well, it's postcard, so postcard is really kind of thick paper, so it's like more like way more sturdier than any like drawing paper that I've worked with. So painting on them has been kind of easy. And I've also been like kind of thinking of like what to do with all 100 Pantone cards. And I was kind of thinking like if I should do like another series. Should I like do a pointillism again? Because pointillism is general, like pointillism is honestly fun, but at the same time it's so time consuming because the dots are like very small. And I think these Pantone cards are like 5 by 7 inches, and the color part of the Pantone card is like a perfect square, so that's like 5 by 5 inches, so that's like really small. And I don't know if I want to like subject myself to doing like pointillism that small again. So then I was thinking like maybe do like I could probably try to do realism, but then I was like, doing realism that small also is kind of hard because like the details got to be super small, and I don't really have like small detail brushes, and working that small, I don't really think they make brushes that small for like acrylic paints and whatnot. Like I have seen small brushes, but like those brushes are for like nail art. It doesn't really work well with acrylic paint. I know because I've tried. For the way I like to paint, it doesn't really work that well. So knowing that, I'm like, okay, so I can't do anything super detailed. Also, you'll get to see why in just a few minutes. But yeah, so that was like maybe do abstract or something like that. But then I was like, I really want a challenge. Not saying that abstract art is easy or anything, but like I feel like abstract art is like it's really freeing, you know? You get to just I don't know, like for me personally, I just start like, you know, I don't know. Anyways, all of that aside, I was thinking about like what could I do with all of these cards? Like I could literally do like 30-day challenges with these cards and stuff, but at the same time I don't want to hold myself to a schedule that I probably won't be able to continue. Because also pretty soon here I do want to start working in a sketchbook again. You know, honestly, just to keep my skills sharp, because ever since the last sketchbook tour that I've done, I've literally been drawing like every day since I think the end of September 2023. I've been drawing like every day, and then like also too recently in the last sketchbook tour that I did, I mentioned that I was like literally in the middle of a renovation, and that renovation took a lot out of me. All the constant moving and whatnot, plus the workers were like basically all over the place. It definitely took a lot out of me, and it kind of like destroyed my whole motivation to keep making art. Like I was severely burnt out. So I ended up taking a break, and I really needed one. It was for the betterment of like my mental and for my creativity, because I did not want my creativity to get stuck. I didn't want it to die. I didn't want to have to deal with art block. So I ended up taking a break, and anytime that I felt creative or like anytime that I wanted to like paint something, that's when I painted. I didn't force myself to try to draw every day. Like I was just done. But yeah, that's all the colors so far, and it was kind of a struggle to get all the colors back in the box, but I mean, I do like the little thingy because it makes it easier for you to pull all the cards out. But yeah, while I struggled to put these back in the box, I did take a more like realism approach to the art that I made with some of the Pantone cards, as opposed to the other ideas that I mentioned in this video, and like some other ideas that I didn't mention. And I mean, it actually turned out nice on my first couple approaches. So the very first one that I made was like these dreamy clouds, and I just really wanted to draw clouds, and I like gathered a whole bunch of different not colors but pictures, and as you can see, like little spots of like yellow and like pink in the clouds that make it more dramatic and make it like more dreamy. That's what I ended up getting, and I at first when I was painting it, I thought I had ruined it, but it ended up looking like this, so I was really thrilled about that. This next one is, if you've been paying attention on my channel, you know that I painted this the first time in pointillism during that pointillism series that I mentioned earlier in this video, and then I painted it a second time in the first sketchbook tour video that I had made, and I decided to do it a third time because I really love this painting. I noticed that like a lot of famous artists in history have made like sunflower paintings, and I guess this is my rendition of sunflower paintings. I love how it turns out, you know, because the sunflower is still kind of glowing even in the gloomiest of days where it's like looking like it's getting ready to storm. And then also in that first sketchbook tour video that I made, towards the end, I did a drawing of a giraffe paired with like a yellow background, and I decided to paint giraffes here because I really liked how that turned out. And as you can see, I tried to do like a realistic effect with the giraffes, and I struggled a little bit on this one as well, trying to do that because like it's a 5 by 5 inch square of color. So I was trying to make sure, like, you know, I was trying to get all the details in there, and I just couldn't. But I'm also happy with what I got anyways. And this next one, I was scrolling on Pinterest, and I saw this picture of a orange, and I thought, I haven't painted an orange yet. Like, I've painted orange slices, but not a full orange. So this is me trying to paint a realistic orange, and this is the best that I got with that. And honestly, I'm not even mad, because working on this too, I thought I had messed up with the colors and the shadowing and everything, but I like how it turned out. I'm sitting here struggling trying to get the cars to like line up perfectly on the camera, and it was just not happening, and it was bugging me. But anyways, we move. This next one, I saw while I was looking at the oranges, this picture of a cracked egg came up on Pinterest, and when I was going through like colors in my you know, my Pantone box, this color stuck out to me, so I decided to do the cracked egg painting on this. And this is the first time I've ever did something like this intricate outside of the light bulb painting that I did a couple months back. And the bubbles on that was so hard to paint. I was trying so hard not to use too much black, and yeah, that's what I ended up coming up with. I like it, obviously. Ooh, this one is inspired by an American artist by the name of Abbott Fuller Graves, and I seen this picture. It's called A Mirror and Flowers. I don't know the name. I forget what year it's made in, but I saw this picture on Pinterest, and I always was drawn to this picture, so I decided to do a study on this masterpiece that he created while also making it my own. And this is what I came up with, and I definitely surprised myself, especially on the mirror part, because I just knew I was not going to get that like golden old timey frame look. I just thought I was just gonna like ruin it, but I didn't. And then that made me feel like maybe I should like do other like studies of art by masterpieces, but like also make it my own. I don't know. But this next one is supposed to be like a geode, like a crystal geode. The original picture is supposed to be blue, but I didn't want to do another blue because I've already did like 2 blue cards already. I wanted a new color, so I did it in purple. And close up, it kind of, you don't really know what it kind of looks like, but like from far away, it does look like a real actual geode. So yeah, that was my first time ever trying to paint crystals. I don't know. I didn't want to do fruit or anything because I also just did fruit, so I really wanted to do something like completely different. And for this last one, I did a pair of red shiny boots because once again, I wanted to do something completely different from what I've already done, and these boots came across on my page, and I like boots. Boots are always one of my first go-to because I just feel like it fits my vibe perfectly. And I was like, well, let's do a color I haven't used, and the color that I have not used is red. So what other option to do it? And instead of drawing it out with pencil first, I just kind of went in painting, so that's why it's like really off-centered. I thought I kind of ruined it by that, but well, hey, that's how it turned out, and that's how it's gonna be. I didn't want to go back through and try to like paint over it, trying to color match the yellow, and so I just I just kept it like that. And these are all the Pantone cards that I painted on from the collection. I had a lot of fun painting these, actually. More fun than I thought I would have. And I really thought I was just gonna be like with art block for a while, and these have honestly been keeping me on my toes, kind of. Also to note, this is the first time, like all of these paintings I used Liquitex Basics. I've never used that paint before, and these are like the first time I've actually used that paint. And when I tell you guys I love that paint, the paint is so much better than the paint that I've been using already. Like, I do like the matte color of the paint that I've been using, but these are just honestly so much better. But anyways, as you can tell, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, please consider leaving a like. If you want to support me more than that, then I do have like 20 original paintings and 10 prints in my shop. So if you do want to check that out, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you can't really help me any more than that, that's also fine. Just you watching all the way to the end of the video is enough in and of itself. So I greatly appreciate you, and until next time.